Shalom, 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 y'all. Shalom is Michael Israel. You are watching Spiritual Combat. And as you can tell, we have a great show for you today. Um, the As you could tell by the title, and if you haven't already heard, um, we're discussing Pastor Rufus's departure from the assembly. And what I was going to put in the title is I guess you could say, associated like videos and stuff and everything out there that's going on. So basically, what happened is, you know, I was I you know I knew about some of this when it began coming out and everything. Uh, I made sure you know, you gotta Bible it every time, and that's you know, uh, that's a disturbing thing about a lot of what's out there right now is the fact that there's a lot of false witness being bared. Uh, a lot of people just grabbing one-sided information. Um, they got this guy Ringo. He has a big following, Ringo TV or whatever, and it's disturbing that I guess he's a Bible follower or claims to be a Hebrew Israelite or something. Um, I was just talking to a brother, and it's like when you look at this dude's channel. Let me see. So I think this is his channel here. But when you look at some of the videos on his channel, I'm not gonna put it up there, but when you look at some of the videos on his channel, he let me see if I can find it. Yeah, when you look at his channel, uh, it's just there's a lot of kind of worldly type stuff. Like I saw, he had like a video at the end of one of his videos that he made. It's like a music video with some half dressed women on it. So it's like, who are these folks? But anyway, you know, I just came to really because this isn't to get at Ringo or try to set Ringo straight, because at the end of the day, if you go to his YouTube channel, it said the first thing it says is Ringo TV and it talks about who he is. He's a content creator. Like that's what he is. That's what he does. He's an entertainer. He creates content. He creates entertainment for people. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I mean, and he's good at it. I mean, and that's what he enjoys doing, because majority of his videos are 4 or 5. Some videos 6, even one 8 hours long. But that's what he does. He's a content creator. Um, he's bearing false witness. He's gonna have to answer for that in the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Um, One of the let me see what I can find here. All right. One of the um, let me see if I can pull this. Okay. So yeah, this is the. I'll just fast forward through this real quick. But all right, so hold on one sec. I'm gonna get my screen all shareable, once I get it up there right, I won't have to keep doing this, so that'll be good. Y'all just give me a sec. All right, so yeah, this is just one of the. Like I said, I'm gonna just kind of fast forward through this thing. Let me make it a little bigger. So this the little video I was talking about. He put out, and you see, he got him in these. Let me make it bigger. You know, this guy, he's an entertainer. That's it. He is an entertainer. I guess his genre is to like biblical masculinity or something to a degree, but just surface level biblical. And he speaks on masculinity. Um, he's almost like a biblical red pill type dude. Anyway, he goes on there and like I said, with his videos, it's just a ton of disinformation, um, unverified information, everything like that. One of the things, you know, and we're gonna get to the Elder Rufus thing. I'm letting everybody get in there, but and just so you know, all the catalyst for all these videos was the departure of Elder Rufus from Straitway. Okay, um, one of the what they've been doing is now, of course, all the regular stuff pops up again. All the regular stuff that people say is why Straitway is a nightmare. This, that, and the other. Um, they begin to regurgitate the stuff you hear come up all the time. Anytime something happens, and what I did here is I made a playlist that I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna add to it. I'm sure you brothers and you sisters will help me develop this playlist. But what I called the playlist is I called it Straitway, Both Sides of the Matter. Um, because trying to save people's souls, some of these people, they're getting on here, they're doing these videos, and y'all, they damning their souls. Like, people don't really, you only find out in the long term. You find out, hey, uh, they were playing with fire and didn't realize it. If you think that's a lie, go check out Rap the News. A lot of y'all know Rap the News. He had a big following. Y'all saw how that whole thing went down. And it's like this is very basic surface level Ten Commandments type book. You know what I'm saying? Is hey, uh, don't bear false witness. You know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence. Let's see. Let me. So this is the playlist right here. Okay, and I'm a. Uh, let me put it up here. I'm gonna share it, but these are just a couple videos you could go to that will dispel, because one of the main things he's talking about is Mother Nelly and her ex-husband Eric Gonzalez and all that. You can watch these two videos right here, and it's gonna easily, this eyewitness, hold on. So look, this is eyewitness here. So you can check this video out. Yeah, somebody said, didn't Rap the News die suddenly? Yep, he did. But eyewitness videos on that whole situation from three witnesses, credible people I know. One is Elder Mitchell. Other one is Sister Erica, which is Elder Mitchell's wife. Um, Gonzalez's daughter, Eric Gonzalez's daughter, Mama Nelly's daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this thing ain't complicated. It's so simple, but it just shows how wicked these people who make these videos are. And, y'all people who watch them, you got to have discernment. This thing ain't complicated. What y'all going to find in this video is that, man, this stuff, it's so simple to discern exactly what's going on if you listen with your spiritual mind and not your emotional mind. Pastor Rufus and Elder Crago put a video out, and truth be told, and that was a while back, maybe a week or 2 weeks ago or however long ago. They put that video out, and if you listen, they said where they were wrong at. They glossed over it ever so gently. Yeah, I messed up there. Yeah, I might have did that. But if you listen, you can hear it. But what they were doing, they were focusing in on what they felt were wrongs done by how they were judged and dealt with, or how Pastor Rufus was judged and dealt with. And what would you call it? The analogy that I attribute, that would put this to, and I've dealt with situations and people like this in my life before. But it's like somebody coming to your house, you got brand new carpet there in the living room, and they come in your living room and pull down their pants and take a giant shit on your carpet right there on your floor. And then they sit there and critique you on how you're cleaning it up. Oh yeah, I took a shit, but look, he's smearing it, and this, and that's what types of situations these are. When somebody's righteous and they're humble and they're meek, hey, whether the punishment's over the top or whatever it is, you're just gonna eat it. It ain't gonna be all this technicality and all this technical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Uh, okay, so and check this out. I got. I wanna again. This ain't. This is Michael Israel. I keep things 1,000. Um, I walk it like I talk it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game, anything like that. And I see there's a guy in there, and don't y'all better not block nobody. Don't block anybody. I see y'all flagging the comments. Don't block anybody. I see that somebody's in there. Look, this is an open platform today. Garden State Boss. I'm Look here. Here you go. I just posted a link. You could come on the show right now. Click that link. Come on in here, and let's get down to the bottom of a matter. Any of y'all want to come in? Come on in. We're gonna feed the trolls today. Okay? So otherwise, you could be a keyboard warrior, but you, like I was telling the brothers today. There it is. Look, y'all see it right there. All you got to do is put that in your browser, and you can come on the show, and let's talk about it. Because you see what Garden State Boss, you see what he said. Pastor Dowell been taking other men's wives. The Hispanic brother's wife was taken by Dowell. That happened over 5 years ago. Okay? And that's why I said, I just showed y'all eyewitness videos from people actually involved in the matter. And you could go in there and, because this is what we need to talk about there. But I want to show you these people. I want to show you who these people are. Okay? Because look, they talk. These are emotional people here. But I'm going to let y'all see who you really dealing with. We're going to separate the real from the fake. If Garden State Boss is any type of man, he'll put that link in here. He'll put that link in his browser and come on the show and let's talk about it. Let's get down to the bottom of it. Let's bear witness. You see what I'm saying? And like the timing of what he said is just perfect for the topic of this show. You're going to really begin to see how commonplace and how common of a mindset wickedness is in this society and how they deal with stuff. Straitway, but even more so, the word of Yah is a totally different culture from this Greco-Roman beast system we live in here. You see what I'm saying? Okay? It's a totally different. This is a totally different culture of the word. The culture of this world is satanic. One of the biggest things I deal with men and helping boys to become men is communication. Sometimes, oh, I can't tell him that. No, he just gonna get mad. Oh, this, that, and the other. And men being afraid to communicate and speak up. Dudes is effeminate and soft these days. And at the end of the day, you can't build a cohesive, solid brotherhood without communication, without having difficult talks. You see what I'm saying? Case in point. Case in point, this dude, you lost, brother. Shalom. Look, the wicked flee when none pursue. I wasn't chasing him. I gave him an invitation to come on here and break it down. He telling me, Shalom, I'm at peace, brother. Come on the show. Let's talk. Let's talk for real. That link is real. If y'all want to test that link, test it. Put it in there. Let's talk. But I'm telling you, man, it's just this day and this age, man, there's a lot of effeminate ass men. The dude, what's that dude name? The Ringo dude. He's he's funny, bro, but he's no one I would ever follow. He's very effeminate. You could just see it on him. He's no one I'd follow. But he's funny. He's an entertainer. But staying on topic. Look, I just showed you right here. I'm showing you the core nucleus problem about what it be going on among Israel. Okay? One of the main curses of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That lack of obedience, that bearing false witness. You seen that? That you can't go to your brother. The lack of ability to resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution. As a man, you're gonna have to be comfortable with uncomfortable situations, like being willing to have uncomfortable talks. I get into them all the time. Have uncomfortable talks. I could tell you, coming in the Straitway, when I came in the Straitway, I came in, I looked closely, I watched real close, and coming out of the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, and then prior to that, the so-called Christian community, I came out of all that shit. But what the problem was in the so-called Hebrew Israelite, uh, uh, in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, this is all we saw. Okay, we like me and Cisco, we saw a lot of assembly splits. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 and simple. We saw a lot of niggerish behavior. a high degree of a lack of an ability to resolve conflict, stuff like that. And then as you begin getting in the word, you begin to see the word is all about conflict resolution. It gives you concrete, hey, if you got an issue, go to your brother. This, that, and the other. Okay? And it tells you, it lays that out clear. Um, you see people, that's one of the biggest things people wrestle with. Now, the way I operate, the way I move, like when I came to Straitway, the biggest thing that grabbed me about Straitway, because mind you, I had been all over the religious sphere. I'd already seen and been around and up under some of the best teachers of the word that are out there. I've seen them. Okay? People who understood the history like no one else's business. People who could preach and teach. You think they rented an apartment up in heaven with one of the angels? Like that's how on point some of these people were in their speech and in their biblical knowledge and everything like that. Okay, but the thing that set Straitway apart from all the other ministries out there that I came across was just their obedience to the word and just willing to deal with stuff head on, like willing to resolve conflict, their willingness to resolve conflicts, and their lack of favoritism to men. It just you could sense it as soon as as soon as I got around them, you could sense just the order, the structure, and the adherence. And I had like even today, it's like, man, is this real? Because it's night and day. And like these videos I just put up here, this little playlist, it's gonna grow. One is Elder Mitchell talking about a situation that Ringo did like 3 5-hour videos on. This dude did 15 hours worth of video on like Mama Nelly and all this stuff. And you could just watch 2 20-minute videos that will smash everything. It will smash it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so hold on. Hey, hey, brother Uriah. Hey, or brother Umbry. Hey, if somebody don't block anybody in the comments, just put a star on them, cause hey, cause I can't read all the comments, and we'll bring them on. Cause I want y'all to see, unless somebody got something legitimate, but I want y'all to see. Y'all seen the first guy that I sent an invitation to come on the show. Okay, you saw him. I'm out of here. Shalom. He was gone. You see what I'm saying? That's who you're dealing with. Those are the types of people you're dealing with. But anyway, we got to learn to look at stuff without our emotions. You know what I'm saying? It the I don't know if you want to call them allegations or whatever. All these videos, all this stuff people are saying about Straitway, y'all. A lot of times you only have to do a search for a video countering it. Like the videos I just showed you. Let me put them back up there. See these videos here? They just popped up in the organics. They just popped up automatically. I didn't have to search for them. I just clicked on it right after one of Ringo's videos. You know what I'm saying? And it just pops up. Like, this thing ain't complicated. And you're going to see, look, Satan is a deceiver. He's real subtle with it. He makes it entertaining and fun and all that. And then one quick 20-minute video, and you see that the person you've been watching for 5 hours straight is just an evil person bearing false witness. You see what I'm saying? And that's how subtly Satan will just pull you into evil and wickedness. You see what I'm saying? And get you off the path. Okay? So so somebody here said, "No, Michael, he said they said the dude got like 72 hours worth of content bearing false witness against Straitway." You know, hey, and at the end of the day, look, he needs to keep doing that. At the end of the day, all publicity is good publicity. At the end of the day, it is going to increase the size of Straitway because eventually people are going to come. They're going to come searching. They're going to come looking. And Brother Joe, he made a good statement. All Ringo TV doing is he trying to grow his channel. And if you follow how he operates, he just, whatever the publicity is, whatever's going to get buzz, whatever's going to grow his channel, that's what he's going to be speaking on. That's why he has such a big following. And he attracts those types of people. Now, the ones that got ears to hear and everything like that, they'll be good to go. But what we're going to do, we're going to get into the meat of this show. We're going to talk about the Pastor Rufus situation, his departure from Straitway. And, you know, uh, hold on one sec. What has this got to do with adultery by the pastor? So somebody asked, what does this have to do with adultery by the pastor? Well, brother, again, I showed you, again, y'all, like Israel and hearing is rough. Okay? They're accusing the pastor of adultery. I just showed you 3 videos that I found just real quick. I could find you tons of different eyewitness videos. I've talked to these people in person, 100% countering that claim. What does the Bible say? You know what I'm saying? You got to consider both sides of a matter. So, I mean, again, I'm trying to figure, you got to make it make sense. All right, somebody else said, but there was stuff. So what the dude wrote, we'll put it up there. Ringo got a lot of things wrong. I agree. I didn't agree with most of his stuff, but there was stuff he though out that was spot on. He need more class. Don't agree with the filth. Okay, you'd have to explain that to me. When you say he needs more class, don't agree with the filth. All right, I see a brother came in, so hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me, I'm getting ready to bring somebody on, but I got to put my headphones and interfere with the mic, so just give me a sec. All right, let me see. All right, let's see. Setting. Let me test my headphones, make sure they're working right. Okay, we good. All right. All right. John, you're on. What'd you have? Hello? John, you on the show. Can you hear me? All right. All right. So somebody, I guess he don't got his mic working or something. So it says, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. And I think we need to clarify what a witness is. Because a lot of people, you might need to go look up what a witness is. Because remember, a witness ain't somebody making a video, making a claim. Eyewitness is eyewitness. So, again, if you go to these videos I put up right here, this is the Jerry. He's an eyewitness. He witnessed this dude cheating on his wife. This dude eyewitnessed some of the behaviors of the Eric Gonzalez, and this is his daughter. She witnessed him, okay? Some of his behaviors. Y'all, this is 3 witnesses. I'm telling you to watch basically an hour worth of videos, and it will refute the 70 hours worth of hearsay that you've been digesting. I'm telling you, man, the deception is real. Uh, no, no. So I tell y'all this too. Um, like I said, Vlad, if you want, the link is there. You could come on the show. You know what I'm saying? See, you got your caps on. You type it in caps. You come on the show, man. I want one of y'all to come on and let's talk about it. Let's be real men. All right, let's see. All right. So anyway, what we're gonna do? Um, and then somebody saying a woman is tied to her husband as long as he lives. No, you put a bill of divorce in her hand. So, all right. Okay, whoever that was, they just told me sorry they were having problems. They just sent me a mail. Okay, but let's get into the main subject. I see there's a lot of people in here now. Listen, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go through kind of the situation that transpired with Pastor Rufus. You're getting you're getting it from my vantage point. I've talked to all the firsthand people involved, or a lot of the firsthand people involved. I did not talk to Pastor Rufus. However, I found that by watching Pastor Rufus's first video that he did with Elder Crago, he literally confessed to everything. And without making it all complicated and technical, you know what I'm saying? And with a bunch of confusion, in a nutshell, Elder Rufus had an issue with Pastor, okay, about some things that had been said in some videos Pastor did. Elder Rufus said and this is in Elder Rufus's video. He said he went to Pastor Dowell about it, okay? And then he said, but Pastor Dowell, basically he said Pastor Dowell responded to him in a video or gave his answer in a video. And the thing is, you know, that's not conflict resolution. You know, you go to that person and keep going to them until they give you an answer. In fact, I talked to Pastor earlier today, and he was just telling me how Elder Root or Pastor Roots that came to him about one issue, and then they rectified that. Then it had another issue, and he came to him, and that's the one that just basically blew up into this whole thing. Now, one of the big issues was, there was a meeting that they had up at the leadership meeting when we were all up there in Wisconsin. I wasn't in the meeting, but I've heard everybody's story about what transpired there, and Pastor Rufus talked about it on his show. You know, um, on that video he did, and basically he was rose up. He's being disrespectful in the meeting. Just came real aggressive, loud, and in that video he says, "Well, that's not a sin," you know, and listening to his video, he's glossing his stuff over, saying, "Hey, it's not a sin." He's just straining at stuff. Oh, this ain't too bad. This that, you know. But the thing is, this is the thing. Just to make things simple here, here at Straitway is pretty simple and straightforward. What the expectation is here as a leader, uh, and even when you look at Straitway um, from the outside, and like when you see Straitway, you think community, work, brotherhood, um, set apart living, fully walking this thing out. So even as a brand new leader, or for me, for instance, I'm not a leader. I'm a head of assembly. Okay. Even coming into this at the very beginning, it's clear and evident what the expectation is. You know. So from my like looking at this thing from my vantage point, kind of being here on the inside, you could see like Pastor Rufus in the video he said, "Hey, I was following after. I was provoking." He talks about he was provoking a spirit that he saw in Pastor Dowell, and that's why he came at him the way he did. And he was only following his leadership because he had done that to him years earlier, and this that. And what I saw in the video, certain things he was coming in there saying certain things in, that were off that he was doing. He was saying, "Oh, I'm just following the example." But when I looked at this whole situation from a 10,000-foot view, what I saw is I saw a lot of moves, whether he realized it or not. He was operating in a way that was getting ready to separate him and a whole bunch of other saints from this ministry. Now listen what I'm saying. So this is how it looks. Okay, number one, you took a whole bunch of assemblies. This is early on. You took a whole group of assemblies that were around you and pulled them up under your authority, and you named them the Southern Assemblies. Okay, now I watched this go down, and I'm like, huh. I was like, Pastor never said anything like that. Okay, okay. I we went to Alabama to put up a building. We were laying block. One of the things that stuck out to me like a sore thumb was the fact the whole time we were there, Pastor Rufus barely did anything. He wasn't laying block. He was just kind of, you know, not doing a whole bunch. So this stuck out to me from my vantage point, okay, as a follower. You know what I'm saying? So then I saw that. The other thing that stuck out is Pastor Rufus kept gaining weight. Okay, mind you, everything I've heard from pastors since I've come into this assembly has been you need to work with your hands. The leaders need to lead from the front. You need to be in shape. You need to walk this thing out and be an example to these saints. It's just uh Okay, it's just the same stuff over and over. Okay, where it's just common knowledge. Okay, I'm seeing this, I'm making note, but hey, it's not my position. I'm being the example I need to be. I'm being obedient and falling in line with what's laid out. Okay, but I noticed that. So then now, I see, all the information came out about how this whole thing went down with between Pastor and Pastor Rufus and Pastor Dowell. And now you're disrespecting him in front of other people. And then even prior to that, you didn't follow a biblical way of rectifying the situation. Um, See, one of the ways I operate, one of my big wake up moments is the Most High had to humiliate me to bring humility into me and to humble me down. Because in a powerful scripture to me is First Peter chapter 2:18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. So, and froward means difficult. So if you have a leader or somebody who's over you in authority who's difficult to deal with, the word is telling you how to deal with them. And this is one of the ways the Most High woke me up because I wrestled with this on the job when I was in the military. A good part of my military career was wrestling against authority. And I would say, the last couple years of my military career, I was praying. I was trying to figure out why I'm wrestling against these people in authority and I keep losing. And man, the Most High showed me in a painful way that you need to shut up and treat everybody at this job. I was a aircraft mechanic at the time. He said, you need to shut up and treat everybody on this job like they're your supervisor, even a dude who's lower than you. And he taught me some painful humility because I was trying to figure out why I struggled my whole career, and all this stuff like that. And he showed me. And I took that right into my walk. And then I brought that right into here, being a part of Straitway, is serving with humility. Because what the word says, it says, for this is thankworthy. If a man for conscience towards God endure grief, suffering wrongfully, for what glory is it if, when you are buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, that is acceptable with God. For even hereunto were you called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. You see what I'm saying? So, like, to me, if somebody, if I am dealt with wrong or something's off, and it's happened, where, hey, that was off. I don't agree with that, whatever. And you know what I tell myself? I say, shut the fuck up, color, and serve. And if it's really off, the Most High that everybody claims to have faith in, it's crazy how faithful everybody is and everything till shit hits the fan and the feelings is high and the energy's charged and you in a shitty ass situation, and then we begin to see who people are. We begin to see who truly has faith in the Most High Yah, or who truly made a God of their feelings and their emotions. Okay? Hey, y'all saved me. Click on the link and come on here. Come on the show. Y'all saved me. Here you go, man. Y'all like big time in these comments, man. Come on, man. Come on. Like, let's discuss it. Stop being a keyboard warrior. I thought you were a man. If y'all save you, come on the show. It ain't gonna be nothing. But th- this is a key scripture in conflict resolution and in dealing with stuff. And people sitting there, they on some stuff, but it's like, yo, don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm walking around here acting holy and all that. Don't think I don't understand how brutally tough it is to First Peter chapter 2:18. Okay? Don't don't get that twisted, man. That's tough. Okay? So, yeah, let's yeah, that it's these dudes is amazing, man. Like, is this dude gonna come on the show? Like, they typing paragraphs in here. Look. Like, if you type a line like Ellis the Hebrew just typed, I can read that. It's just one line. I can glance over and read that. But if y'all type in like 3 paragraph soliloquies and plays in there, I can't read it. Come on the show. Be a man. I'm telling you, most of these dudes, they're males, but they're not men. Come on the show. It's like you invited. Come on. I'm gonna let you talk. Like, it ain't like I ain't gonna just cut you off or nothing. You gonna get your say. This is what I'm saying, man. You gotta. Uh, so anyway, look. All right. So you know, go, that First Peter chapter 2:18, man. This is what be getting people, and like situation get off and it start going the wrong way, and the nigga come out. And when I say the nigga, most start acting like they gangster. They go back to their old street ways. They gangster and all this. And I mean, that's the curses. Like, we so comfortable with uh with with going in that vein, but that's the curses. Look, that's the literal curses the word talks about. And it's like it's uncomfortable to watch because we fall into it so easily. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all something. This is a little disturbing. Um, but let me put this up here. Check this out. Now, Pastor Rufus was on a show. Uh, like, he does basketball shows. Like, they talk about basketball because he likes basketball. So he's on a basketball show. All right. Like I said, any of y'all could come on there. Y'all ask me why don't you go on Moshe, GC, or Ringo? Cause you will be shown to be what you are. Hey, look, come on the show. Show me what I am. All right, so look, check this out. So, Pastor Rufus went on this show, man, and this didn't even sound like him on here. Okay, I want y'all to hear this, cause this is what we can't go back to. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll even explain the backstory and keep it 1,000. Check it out. Okay, no sound. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, y'all give me a sec. I see what I did. All right, hold on. Yep, y'all give me a sec. All right, got that. Okay. Oops. All right, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, it's still out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we're gonna try it again. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
I don't know. He putting this spirit out there like, oh, you're gonna be a vagabond. You ain't gonna have no. Nigga, I got 3 homes in the neighborhood. What you talking about? You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear the audio now. Okay. All right. So let me go. Let me move it to the part. Okay. All right.
Bro,
Here you go.
you talking about some of the most evil, demonic stuff ever said to man.
Oh,
And
he texting you?
oh well, now he can't because I blocked him. Now he can't, but
Well, he
because I
think you
blocked him.
scared of him?
No, hell no. Now he already know what's up with that. He already knows what's up with
Yeah,
that.
because
Now he will have his minions in here today. So all you minions in here for Pastor Dowell, you can tell him. And I've already sent it to him several times and he don't respond. Punk ass nigga. I will meet him in any field that he wants to be met in. All he's got to do is give me time, date, and location, bro. I will meet you any day, sir. Promise you I will. I will meet you. I will meet Pastor Mir. I will meet Pastor Corey. I ain't ducking no smoke from none of you niggas. I will smoke all you niggas. And I ain't talking about with no gun. We can go straight bare knuckles. Any of you boogers. I promise you we can. Let's do it. Test that boast and see if I don't show up.
yeah, and
He
I'm
been
pulling up
talking.
too. I'm pulling
He
up
was
too.
no no
You
no
know
no
how I
no
give it
no
up.
no 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 no. I don't need no help. I promise you I don't. I don't need no help, Kareem. I will go and I ain't gotta take no weapons, no nothing. First off, I know the most high Yah is with me. But I also got confidence in my skills. Let's do it. That's the Pastor Dow, Pastor Mir, or Pastor Corey. Any of them that wants some smoke, because I heard they've been talking that. They've been the one putting it out there. I'll meet him in the field.
All right. So and look, look. That's nigga talk. And look, and I'm a do him. Because I didn't cut off early. You heard what he said. He said, "Well, they've been. I heard he been talking that too." Listen, during the, uh, I guess you could call it the hearing about this whole situation that we had with all the leadership. Okay, where we heard this whole matter out. This whole matter was explained. Okay, so during that time, Pastor did say, "I tell him I'll meet him out in the field." Okay, But you know what? About a little while later, Pastor said, you know what? I ain't gonna get mad. I ain't gonna get in my feelings. And he said I'd take that back of what I said about meeting them in the field or whatever like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, I look, man, look. I'm just saying, man. Me and Sister Koya, man. Look, we've been through our share of nigga moment situations where, like, we see how our people get. Like in a blink of an eye, they just the Yah goes out the window. The Holy Spirit goes out the window. The whole word goes out the window. And it's just a Satan controlled nigga. Like, and look, I'm about building a nation. You can't build a nation like this. Like, I was watching a show yesterday. They were showing on how they training up the Chinese special forces. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that nation operating. And we still over here having nigga moments. And the book tells us different. Hey, bless you, Pastor Mir. Can you hear
Hey,
me?
bless y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Hey, hold on one second. Let me put you. Let me switch my headphones over real quick.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
My front camera on my phone is not working, but I hope you can hear me well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So look, I'm fighting daylight and trying to get this ditch finished here on this land, but I'm gonna make this real quick. Okay. All right. So, and we did this in the video with me and Pastor Corey did this in the video, and if you notice how the claims keep changing. Okay. Or the demands and the requests keep changing. So so the first thing you see was everybody was saying, "Hey, bring them in front of the assembly, bring them in front of the assembly, bring them in front of the assembly," right? Okay, well,
Uh-huh.
how do you do that when he didn't follow Matthew 18? First of all, Matthew 18 tells you and lets you understand that if your brother trespasses against you. Now, mind you, he went on and he said, I called Pastor Dowell. I called Pastor Dowell. Okay. He said he called Pastor Dowell, but he never told Pastor Dowell, in quote, like Matthew 18 tells you, a fault. He never told him a fault. He said himself that he called Pastor Dowell and asked Pastor Dowell. Pastor Dowell was speaking about him in a particular video. And Pastor Dowell told him, yes. And he said to him, I think if you would get out in front of the brothers, it would motivate them more. Now, we know Pastor Dowell. If any one of the leaders in this ministry would have called Pastor Dowell and asked him, are you talking about me in that video? He would have said, yes. Why? Because in those videos, what was he saying the whole time? I'm talking from the leadership straight down. He kept
Yep.
saying that. That's number one. So he already failed the first step of Matthew 18. The second step of Matthew 18, where it tells you to then, if your brother didn't hear you, to bring a witness. Well, according to his own words, he said he knew nothing about the meeting that was going to take place in Wisconsin. He said he found out about it an hour before getting there. So how is that you bringing two or three witnesses? I mean, you bringing your brother with you. You didn't bring your brother with you
Right.
whatsoever. But then we found out later that he knew about this meeting weeks prior to it.
Oh wow.
You see? And then lastly, so then he says he wants to go before the assembly. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. You can't bully yourself into every single thing. And then lastly, because I said I got to get back to work, okay?
Hmm.
I want to know what training I should be doing to get ready for this fight that he said he was going to smoke me with.
I ain't touching that.
Hey, man, I find that hilarious because let's just be honest. Would I ever raise my hand to Pastor Rufus? No, unless he raised his hand to me first. I would never do it. And again, let's just look at this. He said that he heard we were going around saying that. When did you ever hear? You already explained Pastor Dow's point, but when did you
Yep.
ever hear me and Pastor Corey ever talk about laying hands on Pastor Rufus?
No.
There you go. So this
False that
automatic,
a lot of false witness. That's
there
what I'm
you go.
talking about. And people, that's the big problem because that's like the smoking gun that nobody is paying attention to that causes a lot of issues in the black community and all that. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's off the chain. Um, again, Israel, here's the angle that we got to continue to come from. The angle that we have to continue to come from is to make sure this mess don't never happen to none of us. We can't be so caught up in our pride, our feelings, and our emotions, being insecure within ourselves, being jealous of men that are around us, till it drives you to a point to where you act out in this manner. That is what we need to make sure we guard ourselves against and ignore all the rhetoric. Just as you stated in the beginning, it's amazing how this thing just keeps jumping from thing to thing to thing. And now it's Pastor Dowell's an adulterer. Man, we've heard this before. We've heard it for years. And every single time, as soon as those videos that you talked about in the beginning on your playlist start coming up, boy, does it get quiet real fast when the truth finally comes out again. So, hey, Israel, be encouraged. Get back to work. Keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep growing. And let's just keep joining and praising the Most High Yah together. And let's just keep growing these families and building these communities the right way. Ignore all the noise, man, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of noise from a bunch of keyboard ninjas that sit
Yeah.
behind. And boy, can they can text. They can type real fast. But I tell you what, they won't get out here and get their hands in this dirt.
Mm.
So, hey, bless y'all.
Bless you, bless you. All right. So that was past Samir there. Taking advantage of the option I put out to everybody. Like I said, the link, I posted a link. If you want to come on, say something, come on, But like I said, one dude ran off. I put that he was typing bold in there. And I put that option in there for him to come on the show. And he was like, Shalom, I gotta go home. My mama said it's time to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but look, you see, look, he said click the link. You know what I'm saying? So look, check this out. Um, let me see. All right, there we go. Trying to keep that link. Okay, so in a nutshell, if you really want to sum up this whole thing, is it's just not going to your brother, like not trying to handle things at the lowest level, you know. And what it did is it slowly blew up into this big thing, and into this big mess. You know what I'm saying? And we know what the word says. Um, Let me pull up. I got some Bible verses for y'all. Galatians chapter 5 verse 12. But the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Hey, listen. God forbid something go down the drain and most get mad at me and they start talking about Michael Israel. I meet Michael Israel out there and dust, whoop his ass out there in so and so field. I'll be like, no, you won't, because I ain't gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I stopped fighting a little after high school, you know? And dog, I'm 40 years old now, you know. Only time I'm fighting, only time I'm gonna stand and fight is when you threaten my family. So you I'm out on the street and you're a threat to my family. I'm shooting your ass. You know what I'm saying? Outside that, dude, I ain't getting in no high school. Yeah, let's go fight here and all. Come on, man. Chances are I go out there, you smack me upside my head and whoop my ass, and then I can't work no more. I ain't got bro. I ain't got time. Um, Again, look at these dudes, man. Bro, look at this guy. Bro, come on the show and talk. Yah save me. Who save you? It says, if thou is not in adultery, show us. Come on the show. He said, if y'all don't, Ringo TV will make y'all look dumb as hell. Look, Ringo TV looked dumb as hell. I want him to waste 72 more hours making comedy, you know, and entertainment over there. Click on the link. You can click on the link. All right. So, all right. But it said, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such, there is no law. Okay? Let me show you another Bible verse. It's like folks be getting enraged, like a spirit of rage on them with this stuff. And I'm telling you, man, you can't, like, all right. So it's the Bible verse. It said somebody could post it in here. The Bible verse where it says, "By this shall they know that you are mine, by the love you have one for another." You see what I'm saying? So you gotta look at the basics. Um, Somebody said, "Oh, I promise you that we are serious. We know the law. You guys can duck and dodge all you want from the all-seeing eye." Okay, come on the show. Lay the law down. Don't hide the truth. Like I said, clicking the link will just make bloody foreheads. Again, you see the way these people just talk. They just talk. But that's what I'm saying, man. This thing ain't complicated. You know, we go get at the book and everything like that. You see what I'm saying? Come on the show so we can look. I'm telling you, man. These dudes is like, um, look. He's still talking. Y'all making Dow look even. No, you making yourself look even more like a liar because you don't want to come stand on what you saying. You see what I'm saying? These people scared, man. They got spirits of fear on them. They not gonna come stand on nothing they saying. Why? Because all they have done. This is look. I was gonna wait till later in the show to say this. What I'm proving to y'all, the only thing these people have to stand on what they're saying is some videos they don't watch. They have no witness. I'm showing y'all how many of these false witnesses are out here. You see? Hey, it's that simple. There we go. There we go. We got somebody. All right. Hey, can you hear me? Let me unmute you. Hold on. Unmute. You got to unmute your mic. Can't. You got to unmute your mic. One y'all. Whoever you are who just came in, it won't let me unmute your mic. You got to unmute your mic so I can hear you. Look, I'm telling you, man. Let me see. Somebody said something about it. All right, let's see. I guess they wanted to see if the thing was real. All right. Hey, one of the brothers told me to, hey, brother Joe, look, he said make him show his face, man. That's too much, bro. You know they ain't gonna do that. You know they ain't gonna do that. Like, I know that's asking too much, you know. But we'll see. I think somebody come in. What happened to being concrete? Haven't got a solid no out of this. Explain what you mean. Okay. So let's keep moving forward. So if you saw on Ringo's channel, the other thing he did is he posted a video by this guy. Let me see if I. Okay. Who, again, he made allegations. You know what I'm saying? He put stuff out there. Let me get him up here. Y'all just give me a sec. I removed that. All right. Share. Okay, so check this out. So y'all saw a video going around by this guy, Jamie. I think his name's Jamie. Let me make this smaller so y'all can see it. There you go. All right. Okay. So, you know, I listen to this guy. Okay. So somebody might say, hey, this is my witness. Okay. So maybe this is somebody's one witness. Okay. Uh, against pastor. That's going against him. Okay. So maybe that's who this is. So he's been getting, you know, a lot of views, stuff like that. That's why I'm bringing this out. Okay. The first thing that got me when I saw this dude, I was kind of looking at the shirt. I was like, something ain't right. But whatever. I listened to his whole thing. There were a lot of things I heard in there because you got to listen to what they're glossing over. Now look, I'm keeping it 1,000 with y'all. I don't totally know this guy's whole story. I'm sure I'm gonna get it here soon. But this is what Pastor Rufus had to say about him. Okay? All right. So listen to this. Let me add this. Share this. Okay. So listen to this.
But Jamie's a good brother. I've spoken to him since he put that testimony video out. Me and him are going to link up once I get done doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. This whole ordeal has been worth it just for the one single thing of me getting my brother Jamie back. Because I got my brother back through this whole thing. We tight like we were back then. And again, we never were at odds with each other. He just was done with the ministry back then. This is in 2015, bro. Just in 2015 when he left. He was just done with the ministry. So he was gone. He bounced. And he never spoke to anybody since then. You know? So when this came out, his daughter told him about what.
All right. So I heard Pastor Rufus say that. And then somebody sent me his Facebook page. Cause I was like, something don't seem right. So I began looking at his Facebook page. See some marijuana plants. Hey, ain't getting no judgment. Some mushrooms, but hey. Then I seen this. I said, what the heck? And I see this. And that. So you see these people are in the witches brew. You see what I'm saying? And look, that's not to discredit his story or anything like that, but something's off. There was you know, when I heard him talk about, you know, he talked about his marriage, something was off. Okay. Uh, unmute your mic. There you go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? One Yah. Can you hear me? You go ahead. One Yah. You're on the show now. Can you say something? One Yah. Can you hear me? I ask one more time. Go ahead and say something. I can hear you. I hear you typing or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's not that you see it ain't that hard to come on. You see Pastor Samir just came right on. Sound like he was outside working. Well, he was outside working. So it's not that hard. But anyway, the other thing I heard when I listened, again, removing my emotions, just letting this guy Jamie talk. You know, it, it it was what he I listen to what people are saying, and I also listen to what they're not saying, and then I also listen to what they are uh, subtly saying or glossing over. And I heard some things with the marriage with his wife, you know, and like I said, there were just some things I discerned that were, that were off a little bit and everything like that. And the thing I keep hearing is he coerced and he manipulated Nellie to divorce her husband, this, that, and the other. But then you listen to Mother Nellie's daughter talk, to her son-in-law talk. Uh, you know, uh, it's not. All I'm just saying is nothing nice. But it's just amazing how these people out here that's making all this entertainment, that are getting hearsay, second hand, third hand, who knows? They're just getting whatever videos online, and they're running with it, and they're claiming to be people of the book. Yeah, might not go well for people like that. You know what I'm saying? You really want to dig into that stuff. All right. Green Eggs and Lamb said attacking Ringo doesn't make Dowell right. Right, but when a man is righteous, Ringo attacking him doesn't make him wrong. So, again, Green Eggs and Lamb, I want to invite you to come on the show. Click the link. You can come straight on the show and enlighten us on what you're talking about, where he's off at. Because I would like to know. I'm sure he would too. You see what I'm saying? Who determines righteousness? Yah's word determines righteousness. And the Most High is not the author of confusion. See, if you uh, watch, you know, Ringo 24/7 TV over there, or some of these other people out here, yeah, you're gonna think like you listen to them, it sounds like the Branch Davidian cult over here or something like that. But then you get eyewitness reports, and look at firsthand information is something totally different. So Satan's in there somewhere. And like I said, I'm showing y'all right now the type of people that are pushing this. You see every single person that has come in there and had something negative to say, they won't come on the show. Ah, I stand corrected. We got one. Hold on. Or we might. I'm not sure who this is, but all right. Hebrew 84. Can you hear me?
Hello brother, I can't use my real voice, but blessings to all Hebrews, and the only question I had is regarding Ringo's claim that Pastor Dowell is stealing members' wives, and you are right, these pagans are evil.
Yeah, he's not stealing people's wives. Again, I gave y'all at the beginning of this, we call you the Steve Hawkins Hebrew. But again, like I said, I gave y'all 3 videos that y'all could begin watching. I said I'm gonna put together a full playlist with witnesses, like the Bible says to have. The Bible tells you to have witnesses. Ringo isn't a witness. Ringo is an entertainer. If you go to his website, it says he is a content creator. He is not a witness. And y'all like, what Ringo said, bro, he's an entertainer. So you're not I there will be a playlist put together with, matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in here now so y'all have it, and we're gonna add to this playlist. So you have eyewitness testimony, just like the word says, concerning these situations. And I'm gonna put in both sides. Because Eric Gonzalez did a long video, I think it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. I'm gonna put that video in there. That way you could compare both sides and arrive at a judgment. You see what I'm saying? At a conclusion. You see what I'm saying? Um, did you have any other questions? Hebrew? Steve Hawkins? Hello?
Bless you and Straitway.
Oh, that mug had a computer talking for him, boy. Either that or he's pretty corny, cause if that's the way his voice is. All right, so let me do that. Let me get this little playlist together. I'm just telling you, those 3 videos I just put in there, um, they plenty. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I think you got another question. You had another question?
Straitway, so I won't use my voice. Bless you and Straitway, your
What?
works have shown the grace and fruits of the Holy Spirit. There is a spiritual battle going against your real people at Straitway, so I won't use my voice.
Okay. Good job. Bless you. Appreciate that. And like, truth be told, I wouldn't even say there's a spiritual battle going on against people getting deceived. Go ahead, Yaham, Yaham. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's Uyaham Tav. Hey,
Uyaham
bro,
Tav. Go
one
ahead.
second. Let me turn you down on the other TV. Hey, man, it's always a Barak talking with another Hebrew. You know what I mean? This is very fortunate, you know what I mean, be able to talk with you, but it's very unfortunate regarding the circumstances of Israel. Now, man, I always had a little bit of
Hey,
admiration.
hey, hold on 1 sec. Can you clarify? You said, what do you mean when you say it's unfortunate regarding the circumstances of Israel or whatever? Explain what you're saying.
All right. So, as a Hebrew man, I'm on the outside of your camps. I'm on the outside of
Right.
your straightways. So it's very unfortunate for people like myself who do not fellowship with ministries like this or with camps for the sake of I would rather protect my sanity and my servitude with Yah than to align myself with any man on earth. Now, I have always had respect for Pastor Dowell. I do see what he's doing. The community that you guys have put together, that's amazing. If we had more communities like that, then maybe it wouldn't be as tragic for Israel to be experiencing this. Unfortunately, I don't have a Straitway community to back me up with everything that I say. I'm out here, one man, one army. Me, my wife, and my children. We go around town. We spread the word of Yah. We make sure that we honor the Shabbat. We honor all the holy days that we can to the best of our abilities. We have turned from sin. So when you say y'all, that's a slap in the face. As Israel, I'm not sure who gave you guys the authority to assemble yourselves, but until Yah reassembles Israel, whatever you guys is doing is playing house. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I'm not a disrespectful person, but as a man of Yah, what happened to your second cheek, right? No matter what you feel about Rufus or Ringo or Pastor Dowell, you all are supposed to have two cheeks. And I have seen zero from my community of people who it's a privilege to be on the phone with, but it's also humiliation because when I talk to people, when I come as a one man and I explain to them, Yah, the importance of returning to his law, statutes, and commandments, the importance of being an obedient servant to your master. It's difficult because I'm one person speaking. And when I do use Straitway, well, when I have used Straitway as an example for other people to see that I'm not just some crazy guy out here screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs, I have turned people on to Straitway because of your ministry and the ability for your ministry to stand strong in Yah. But I've been in this walk for like 8 years and a little pluses now. Over that course of time period, I stopped referring people to Straitway, not because I'm a hater, not because Yah isn't real, but because what I see in that organization is man-driven. We can all quote scriptures, and sometimes I'd rather not quote scriptures. I'd rather let the scripture speak through me, right? Why? Because even Lucifer knows the scriptures. And sometimes if you using scriptures and showing me Lucifer, how am I supposed to believe that you are Yasharah? How am I supposed to believe that when you say Jesus, that you talking about Yeshua HaMashiach? How am I supposed to, and you guys are leading a community of people, some who have a vast array of knowledge and some who have just submitted to the will of the Father and are following you guys. But you play this Jesus thing almost the same way that a dude called his old lady, his wife, and then be like, you know what I mean, my chick, right? Sometimes it's cool for you guys to say Jesus because everything in your walk isn't a step that you're being carried by Yah. So sometimes you guys bounce back and forth between Yah and Jesus. And most of the time I hear you guys say Jesus. Now, what's my man name? Jamie? Man, I feel like Jamie's not even a factor because if you take a look at what we're dealing with here, we're dealing with our people. So first and foremost, I stopped dealing with Straitway to the extreme that I did because I see that they have become an organization, and it seems, not because I'm looking at your books, it seems like they're taking advantage of certain situations for the own benefit of their own people. Now, the crazy part is Yah's people have been scattered. Your people have been assembled. So you could take care of your people, but are you really protecting Yah's people? Right? Now, when I had enough of Straitway, not as a member of Straitway, but a brother to Straitway. I don't got to be in your clubhouse to understand what's going on. I stopped following Straitway when I felt like the urges of a man became his obsession. And I'm not sure if that's what Pastor Rufus was explaining to Pastor Dowell, but that was around the time period where 3 months into the Geno Jenkins, I unsubscribed, but I still looked. A month after I unsubscribed, and I only caught here and there's, I'm talking about the last 5 streams, Geno Jenkins. Now, what business is it of yours if they are not of Israel? Leave them Christians alone. That's just how I feel. I'm just a man who using the Bible through my actions and not trying to stand on the word of Yah as if I created it, as if I understand every aspect of it. I just try to make sure that the love that he had for his people don't fall on deaf ears. So as the bride, you see what I'm saying? The difference is I'm the bride. I'm not no chief nobody to nobody else. I'm just somebody who trying to walk a tightrope for himself and encouraging others. Stay focused. The path is narrow. I unsubscribed because his obsession with Geno Jenkins. I understand you guys, multiple wives is your affairs. No man should jump into your affairs. That's cool that you guys have multiple wives. I'm a single man holding the household with 2 children down. And I honestly know this world that we coming from is very, very wicked. So if this world that we coming from is very, very wicked, what I refuse to do is add on to the burden that I'm already trying to carry. My daughters are 15 and 16 years old in college. My wife and myself, we are 41 years old, both retired. Not the cheap way, the way that we followed Yah through everything that we done, and we have retired ourselves. We can't be a part of a community, and I can't have another wife because another opinion, well, Solomon had a lot of wives, and Solomon's wives took him to a lot of different places. But I also unsubscribed when he started to advocate for Donald Trump. One, the lesser of 2 evils is still evil. What Hebrew man is still going to choose evil? 2, what you asking for a king to rule over you for? Right? I unsubscribed from Straitway and the ways of Straitway just because I lost faith in your abilities to lead, not in your ability to do good and righteousness, but your ability to lead from Holy Scripture and live that way. Like I said, you guys didn't have to jump back on Ringo. You guys didn't even have to jump on Rufus. And whatever the situation with another man's wife, man, I wasn't involved. It doesn't matter. He's not even a Hebrew man. I don't care what y'all did to him. Yah is going to hold you accountable for those actions. Selling these young women off, man, it's a good idea. It's a good idea selling these women off, because if they actually Hebrew women and they go off and they find their own, who knows where to take them. But unfortunately, a lot of the things that Straitway doing are illegal activities. And I just want you guys, according to United States law, to respect each and every person. Sometimes you got to stop being the leader and see which direction are the people going.
All right, so
you.
let me because we got another brother waiting, so I want to address, because you've said a lot of stuff. I want to address a bunch of it. Then I'm gonna go. You can stay on, but I'm gonna let the other brother talk, and I'll come back to you if there's time later, and if you got any other points. All right. So the first thing is, you know, when early on in your speech, when I heard you talking, it doesn't sound like you've done your due diligence, because the Bible tells you to test all things and hold fast to that which is true. When you begin to approach Straitway, or that name comes up, of course Satan gonna throw a bunch of smoke screens up and stuff like that. You got to do your due diligence, like I did. I got around the saints. I went and met the saints, fellowship with them, saw what it was about, researched the videos, watched the eyewitness videos. You see what I'm saying? The other thing you said is, you're not, why are we gathering together? The Bible tells us to gather ourselves together, O nation not desired. It tells you to forsake not the assembly. And you won't really understand the spirit of what that word is saying on that till you get around saints and you grow spiritually. You see the spiritual growth and development that happens in your wife, in your children, in yourself when you get around the saints. You see what I'm saying? But I'm glad. I like that, brother. I'm gonna remove you from the screen. You're still gonna be in the studio. I'm gonna bring this other brother on, see what he has. All right, and I'll come back to you. All right, Coates, unmute your mic. Can you hear me? You got? No, your mic's still muted. Unmute your mic. You might have double clicked it. Let me see if I could unmute it. There,
There
you're
you go.
unmuted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was hoping I could be pulled over from driving by the time you got to me. I was hoping you didn't rush off the other guy. Look, I've been following Pastor Dowell for many years. Let me pull over here. I hope you can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, and hold on one sec. Hey, Corey, can you bring me up some paper? Can somebody bring me some paper? So I can write. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this short. The man that I hear now is not the same man that led me to him. When I was seeking Yah, somehow I got led to Pastor Dowell. But over the last few years, and honestly, it was right after um um uh Mama Nelly came into the picture, I noticed a change. And during that time, me and my buddies, because I referred Pastor Dow to a lot of people over the past 10 years, probably. And um, but I started hearing stuff, and I'm not trying to go into specific, but I as I'm listening to his tone, and I'm saying, why is he talking like that about someone? That's evil to me. Um,
Now, hold on. When you say, 'cause we need specifics. When you say talking about someone, what do you mean? Saying what? Like, if you could
okay,
be more
okay.
specific.
So the other day, blog talk, which was extremely incoherent, but no one seems to. Anyway, saying, call, okay, he put up the photo of the toilet, right? The broken toilet, and then he blamed a fat person. Then he said that the fat person, the person who did this, didn't have enough gumption or whatever to give an offering. Now, how do you know it was a fat person? How do you know that the toilet wasn't already defective?
So
But
I
this,
could, I yeah, I get what you're saying. What one of the
but then
things?
he went to
Go ahead.
insulting and the language that he's using. And what I'm saying is, when I first started listening to Pastor Dow and learning from him, because I learned, I have a house that's paid for. I'm growing my own fruits and vegetables on my property. I don't. I still live close to the city because I got what I could afford to get. Okay, so I've learned. But as I'm listening to him now, I'm saying this is not the same man that I started listening to a few years ago. Something has changed. His tone has changed. Everything that
Right.
instead of
Hey,
he not
now,
humble no more. If he started becoming
right.
me,
Listen.
I.
I just want to address the first thing you said. Okay.
Mhm.
Look, his tone has changed, but look what time it is. Look at what time it is in this society. Now people have passed away because of being overweight. He has made a big push on people's health because it's a problem that's plaguing a lot of people. Obesity, people are dying. It's like a silent killer. And it's okay when you were standing on the train tracks and the train was in the distance, we were just talking to you. But now the train's right on top of you and we not talking no more. You see what I'm saying? Straitway is absolutely moving different, and the speech is a lot more cutting, because of what time it is now. You see what I'm saying? Now, something
Yeah,
else
but
you
okay,
said.
okay. What time? Who?
Go
What
ahead. Go
time is
ahead.
it? What time is it?
It's the end
Who's
times.
determining what the time is right now? Ain't nothing changed. Everything is still the same. The government hasn't changed.
Right.
Society is
When you're
still.
sitting in
Well,
that, when
society
you're
is kind of
sitting,
getting worse.
hey, look, listen, it's kind of getting worse. Look, you're sitting in the pot of, you're the frog sitting in the water. You're like, it ain't that bad. We got out of the water. We watching that shit boil. We know what time it is. All the situations you see going on around you, you can clearly see what time it is. But if you're in it, if you're in the city, if you're around these people, then yeah, you might not see it. We live set apart the way the word says. We see society going down the drain in a myriad of ways. That's why the speech sounds different. Go ahead, hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I felt the same way listening to Pastor Muir. I watched the Lions Den. I watched everything straight. So let's put I even watch you. So I was watching you before you even went the Straitway. See, that's how long I've been following. That's how long I've been learning and paying attention. But it's not just that um when when Mama Nelly came in, me and my buddies kept saying, how's that possible that he's married to Mama Nelly? How did he take her in? Didn't she have another? Now I'm not talking about Ringo. I'm talking about me and my buddies had these questions, many questions, long before this stuff, the problem with Pastor Rufus. We were saying, how did he get Nellie came? She was married when she came to Straitway. How in the world did she get divorced and be married to Pastor Dowell? She was married when she came to Straitway. It didn't make sense. We kept asking those questions.
Wait,
Now I
wait, wait,
don't
wait,
know the
wait,
whole. I
wait,
don't know.
wait, wait.
Wait. I don't know the whole story. I heard.
Who'd you ask? Who'd you ask those questions to? Each
No,
other,
no.
or did you do your
Yeah,
research?
we were asking each other because we were watching and learning because we were listening. We were looking at the word and we were saying a woman is not supposed to be filing for a divorce. That's not the Hebrew
Uh,
way.
okay, so did you
And so we
watch? Look,
saying, how
you
did
see what
these
I,
and
you
what
see
we
what
were
I
told
put
by
on the
hold up,
screen?
brother, hold up. Pastor Dow himself said out of his mouth that she filed for divorce. And we was like, huh? Whenever that brother left, and I heard the stories because I think it was that I forgot all the pastors that were involved, but they came up and said, we went to him, Eric, and we told him to come and get his wife, but he didn't come and get it. See, that's a story that we heard. But when Eric started talking, now we're hearing a different story. I had heard some of Eric's testimony years ago on his first few videos. He had a problem with how their separation came about, right? But Pastor Dow came out. Listen, and I know I'm short time, so let me put it like this to you. You had the brother that came on. They went to the got his own little YouTube talk show, and the brother visited the community, right? You
Who?
had teacher Eric. I can't think his name right now. He visited the
Okay.
community, and I think he told Pastor Dow he was coming back, but he never did come back, right? Was
Oh,
you know
yeah, yeah, I know you talking.
okay?
The
Uh,
sports guy.
uh, teacher Eric Robinson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh my gosh, now I can't even think of everybody now. But everybody, it seems like everyone who don't, how do I say this, continue his fellowship with Pastor Dowell and Straitway, all of a sudden they become the enemy.
Yeah, but look, let me try because you're saying a whole bunch, and I just want to address some of the stuff you're saying.
Okay.
A lot of y'all, I hear a lot of I feel and it seems, but there's been no due diligence done. Now, if you followed my show for any length of time, look, I hear one thing. At the end of the day, I got to know your footwork. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put those videos up. You said me and my wife were asking each other how this, that, and the other. Now, look, on this playlist that I'm building here, Okay? Because I see, this stuff keeps coming up. Pastor done answered it 20 times over, and he don't, you know, all you have to do is go online. There's videos from all these different perspectives about this whole situation. You see what I'm saying? And that's what that's one of the reasons I'm on here doing this, stepping on here, because I see all this silliness going on online and people trying to talk through it. But just these videos here are a good start, where it's gonna give answers on this whole thing in a biblical way with eyewitnesses, not hearsay, not what I think, what I feel, or what this guy said, or this, that, or whatever. You can listen to what's the guy's name? Eric Gonzalez. And then you can listen. So you get in one side, and then because he has a video out there, and then you can listen to the other eyewitness videos. Like, this is just what popped up, but we're gonna put a big list together. And this is my thing. This is the big issue that I'm trying to drill in and show our people is people getting their emotions and jump to conclusions, and they throw the procedure, the policies and procedures, the way the book says to function, they throw that out the window. You're not going to have a productive relationship or an assembly or community is if you just run off with thoughts and feelings at the very whim of something that's uncomfortable to see or something that don't look right. I say dive into it deeper. Because what people find when you, upon closer inspection, you see that everything is very well lined up. So yeah. Let me go. Did you have anything else, Coach? You got to unmute your mic. I think your phone. You got to unmute your. Yeah, a lot of people, man, folks don't be realizing. Look, and I'm just telling you because I'm guilty of it too. You don't realize the degree that feelings are painting your conclusions that you're arriving at. And then you start watching people like Ringo who play on your feelings and your emotions, and you now you swear you're right and you know what's going on, but you don't. Because there are eyewitnesses that are going to tell you different. That's why the Bible tells you to prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. It don't say feel all things and go along with what feels right to you. That's not what the word says. Yeah, so, hey, like I said, I see y'all people in there. Like, if y'all look in the comments, you're going to see emotional people in there fully confirming everything I'm saying. You're going to see it. And I'm telling you, man, as soon as y'all get in here and y'all start saying that I feel and it seems and it felt, okay, did you watch this video? You know what I'm saying? And when I say, did you watch this video? I witness. You see what I'm saying? Elder Rob put in here very emotional males. Like, y'all, we trying to tell y'all there's an epidemic of emotional men. Like, it's an epidemic out there where people just get too turned up and too in their feelings. And Satan is leading y'all right down. Like the one brother who was on here, he's like, he not fellowshipping. He taking a step back from Straitway. He ain't investigated anything. He ain't do his due diligence. See, when I met Straitway, hey, guess what? I was met with all the same stuff. Ain't nothing changed. People talk, you see that Mama Nelly thing, man? That's what they was telling me when I was talking about joining Straitway. Oh, he this, He that I had leaders from other Hebrew groups calling me, telling me don't go. And that encouraged me to look even deeper and to go. Because I already knew all them niggas was off. And the more I dug in the Straitway, the more I seen, hey, it was the real deal. You see what I'm saying? Um, but again, like people don't believe it. Like there's an epidemic of emotional men. I'm not just saying it. I used to be one. You see what I'm saying? I'm a recovering uh, emotional addict. You see what I'm saying? I know some of the things your thoughts and feelings will tell you. But what does the word tell you? It tells you to check and investigate. And that's why it's funny that you don't like anybody who's gonna come in here. Like you see these people typing in capital letters and all this stuff. It you see they not want to come on here and really get into anything, man. But do your research, man. You might be like, what if you were Satan? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he can. I'm telling you, if you really want to press into this thing, uh, yeah, they go. Pastor said, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet." Y'all is not complicated. Like the thing that's hard, the challenging thing with a lot of you uh, people out there, the challenging thing is overcoming your feelings and emotions. That's how Satan deceives you. Follow the word. I'm not saying follow me or anybody. Do what the word says. We laid out basic book. Satan trying to get y'all to sin. Pastor put open rebuke is better than secret sin. Like y'all, like the dude was like, he shouldn't talk about them big fat morbidly obese women that are one motherfucking fat calorie away from dropping dead. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he shouldn't say anything. Bro, that's love. A lot of y'all never received love. You know? You see what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Oh, so you saying you not saying for us to follow? I, again, I don't know what this dude talking about, but the beginning of his name says it all. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, it's let's see. If a man don't work, he should not eat. And so, like this show, talking about this show. Um, look, my normal view count for one of these shows, because somebody's like, oh, saying something about Ringo or whatever. I don't care. Ringo probably ain't even gonna see this because I got a small following, whatever. I'm not doing this show for him. I know right now this thing has stirred a lot of people up. And look, my normal show count is just like what, 30, maybe 50, 60 people. It's up at 288. It's reaching more people right now. And I already know the sentiment of people, man. Those videos, when you watch those videos that some of these people are putting out, like, bro, they hit at emotion. Those are emotionally targeted videos, and people get done watching them, and they feel these emotions, and they're like, yeah, that's the way he is. Yeah, that's the way he is. Okay, but where's the biblical way? Where are the witnesses? Like y'all listening to all these people talk, and they're brilliant orators. They can speak and twist your emotion with the words they use and the inflections that they use when they say these words. They have a name for it. It's called neuro linguistic programming. Look up NLP. It's a sleight of hand using words to manipulate you. That's why when you get done watching a 5-hour brainwashing from Ringo, that's why he done flip you. He done hypnotize you, and you just know that this is true, and you know it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all lies. All right, go ahead, Coach. You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, man. Listen. Let's get one thing clear, man. I'm not no feminist, okay? I'm not no effeminate man. I'm a man's man. And what I'm saying to you is that I don't like the way when I hear my leader speak. I think my leader should be speaking like a leader and not be insulting people. I didn't say he shouldn't talk about fat people or try to encourage fat people or overweight people to improve their lives. What I'm saying is this man is having an insulting manner that he did not have before. Now you said that there's time that the times have changed, and so his countenance has changed. And I'm saying I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. I don't like it. Listen, when I come to Blog Talk, I come to hear teachings of the word of that book. I don't come to hear insulting people, right? Insulting people who don't agree with you. Guess what? Keep teaching, keep learning, and maybe that person will come around, or maybe those people will come around, or whatever the case is. This is what I'm saying that I found that I'm having a problem with now. And it's not just me. I got friends, I got many brothers out here, there's many of us out here who listen and was proud of this man. And now we scratching our heads saying, WTF, what's going on? Okay, we love this man. And now we saying, watching this man, we saying we don't like the way this is going. Now you can't tell us, man. Look, what happened with what we're hearing is it seems like every man who has a problem with him, you can't tell him that he's wrong. You can't say that you disagree with him. That's not a leader, dude. That's a king. That's a dictator.
Yeah, right. But again,
All right, and so this is what I'm saying. Brother, this is what I'm seeing. And listen, I appreciate that. So what I'm saying is, brother, I learned. I told you. Listen. I got me a. I went out and bought me a Smith. I can't even say it. I'm upset. I bought my protection. All right. I got several pieces. One of my buddies have been saying, dude, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I'm like, nah, I don't need that. I did that when I was a young knucklehead living in DC. I don't need that mess no more. But then as I started listening to Pastor Dowell and I started seeing the world, I said, you know what? Maybe my boys was right and Pastor Dowell's right. You know what? You got to do that. I've seen people, Pastor Dowell, leaders come up and they speaking about how to live in this world, how to separate yourself, and they get taken out. And I said, you know what? If I'm walking in this way and they see me, people see who I am, they see how I am, and they don't like it, they fear me because I'm walking like a man, like I'm supposed to, I might have to defend myself. Okay? But now what I'm hearing is someone who sounds like they're off the rail right now. And that's the problem that I'm having right now. And I'm saying, I'm watching. Look, I've been watching for far. I don't have to, just like I tell my lady, I don't have to be with you every minute to know what's going on with you. Because guess what? They're telltale signs that will always show themselves. They will always appear. All right? And so it's the same way with him. He's no different from anybody else. And I listen carefully. I've been listening for many, many years. And I've had my questions long before this nonsense happened. I've had my questions about what's going on with this man. Because he don't sound right no more. He don't even sound like he loves us no more, to be honest with you. So you ask for people to call in now. Listen, how in the world you keep having, you say, out of the mouth of two witnesses? But how do you keep having different men come out saying the same thing? Now you got multiple witnesses. How do you have Pastor Dowell come on, bring the problems that he had with those men that we wouldn't have known about if Pastor Dowell had not brought it to social media? How do he keep coming up, having a problem with these men, saying that these men are bad? Now, whatever they doing now is their business. That ain't the point. The point is that he keep having problems with these men, the different men, and now the wives are with still at Straitway. How come the families don't leave? Guess what? We had a problem with Rufus. He said, Rufus got to go. Take your family with you. I want that property. How come he
All
didn't
right.
say, leave your wives? How come he didn't say, leave your wives, though? You got to go, but leave your wives. All the other men left their wives. How them wives end up in the hands or in the bed or whatever you want to call it with leadership or Straitway?
All right. So
So
can I
what I'm
address
saying
something?
is, so if you are coveting another man's wife, that's a sin.
All right. Again, going back to what I'm saying.
Hold up. Let me before I'm gonna finish up on this. I'm gonna listen to you crystal clear. I got a
All
woman
right,
that
go
I'm
ahead.
with now. Hold on. Let me finish. I got a woman that I've been with now for 22 years. I am not married to her. I've taken care of her for 22 years. She's a stay-at-home mother, woman. And then all of a sudden, oh, don't get a marriage license. I didn't do it. Right? Now, Pastor Dowell come up and say, that's not real. You got to go and get married, I guess, through Straitway or something. I'm like, what the, what? You've never said that in all the time I've been listening to you, that I had to go get some official documents. And I'm scratching my head saying, wait a minute, I've been listening to this man all these years. What is he talking about now? Now he changed the script on me. I've been following his teachings. I've been following the word. I pick up that book and I read it. Now he's saying you got to go. I'm like, well, wait a minute. So that means for 22 years you're saying that this woman not my woman? Now I'm worried. I'm like, okay, what if I had it with the straight way and I wasn't officially married to this woman? What would have happened to me and this woman? I'm done, brother. I'm listening.
All right. So, um, you know, he for the marriage document, that's a ketubah, and that's for people who are part of Straitway. He's saying get a ketubah because it's biblical. The other thing, you're like he's changing. This stuff has changed. If you really follow Straightway and look at it, it's always changed. The more understanding that comes, again, I'm on here and I go. I'm a part of the leadership meetings. I'm involved with the inner workings of what goes on, and to listen to you talk, to a degree, you sound like Ringo to a degree. He not he does like again, this comes from a person who's on the inside. You can document my footwork, and you can document that I'm real. I don't be out here bullshitting. He is not
Wait a
sitting
minute,
here
brother.
telling
Before
people,
you go any further, brother, I
hold
didn't even
on,
know who.
hey,
Hold
hold
on, I
on,
didn't even know who
hold
Ringo
on.
was.
I'll let you talk. You see what I'm saying? I'll open it back up to you,
Yeah. Oh,
but just
okay.
let me
Okay.
finish my thought. Okay? It ain't. Look, this is somebody on the inside who is about if I the way I go with stuff, I don't just go off of surface level stuff. I do what the Bible says. I prove all things, and then I hold fast to that which is true. I'm on the inside. So wherever you're getting that whole, oh, he's telling people to leave their wives and he's telling men to do this and do that, bro. You again, you sound like some of these other naysayers out there who are getting secondhand information. And I'm telling you, as an eyewitness, that ain't the case. I'm here. I'm 1 hour from Straitway. I'm all around Pastor. I'm all around the leadership. Okay? I'm I'm over an assembly. I live in a home community, and I know exactly what I guess you could call it. What do they call that in the military? The operating procedures or whatever, the rules. I know how Straitway functions. That stuff you saying there is stuff that you are feeling. Go ahead.
It's not what I'm feeling, brother. First, I didn't even know who Ringo was until Pastor Dowell brought him up. I didn't know of none of all these problems until Pastor Dowell brought him up, brother. These are not feelings. These are what I see and what I observe. They're not feelings. It's observation and listening to someone that I've been learning from for many, many years. Like you, I was in the military too. You know why I left? I did 4 years, 351st Civil Engineering Squadron. I served in Desert Storm, the first one. You know why I left? Because I kept feeling like the people above me didn't know what they were doing, or they had their own best interests at heart. So guess what? Now I'm a self-employed man. Okay? Not that I can't follow leadership, it's that my experience that I've come across is there's people who when they got leadership over you, that they use or abuse that leadership for their own gain. So I decided, guess what? I'm going to make sure that no one is going to rule over me. I'm going to rule over myself. And then I have the Most High. That's it. All right. I'm going to learn, but I'm not a Ringo fan, dude. I'm not nobody else's fan. Everything that I'm talking to you about is what I'm hearing out of the word of Pastor Dowell. Okay. Pastor Dowell, the one who brought up Eric Robinson. I didn't know who Eric Robinson was. I'm sorry. Let me fall back. I didn't know who Eric Robinson was because I was following him before he left Straitway. I actually hadn't been following him after he left Straitway. I didn't know who he was until Pastor Dowell really brought him up, though. I mean, if you understand what I'm saying, I didn't know his name. I was following this dude, listening to him because he was saying he was a part of Straitway. He was doing Straitway teachings. That's what he said. But I never, in my mind, I never really paid attention to his name. Sounds crazy, but it's true. And not until there was a falling out, then I'm like, well, who's Eric Robinson? Then I realized that, oh, that's the brother that I've been following and learning from, right? All these problems, brother, is coming from Pastor Dowell. All the complaints, everything that he's been saying, I'm coming from his, not feelings, it's learning. When he's dealing with these people, I want to know what happened so I know how to deal with it in the future. It's not feelings, brother. But when I'm hearing this man, and as he goes on, he coming back, dude, you know how he said what he said to Pastor Rufus. When he said his first video after, so he did I think his first announcement was on. No, I think he said something on Blog Talk, but he was beating around it, not talking directly. And then he said something on Sabbath, right? And I was like, okay, what's going on? Who's not there? What's going on? And then he didn't say nothing. Then Rufus came out. And I said, oh, okay, I see what's going on. And Pastor Dowell was quiet for like a day or two. And then the first thing he came out with was, get off my land. You on my porch, nigga. You sitting on my porch making videos, nigga. Don't tell me what I'm saying is emotional. The pastor is emotional. The pastor's hoodie. And I'm saying, whoa, fall back here. What is going on here? Dude, if you got somebody who's in the congregation who has a problem with you, if you can't deal with it, like you said, then that person moves on. You just say that person no longer with us, and you move on. But he sounded like he was more concerned about the land. Get off my land, get off my porch.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you crystal clear.
Yeah, my phone that went out. Now, say that because I just came back in. Now, what did you say happened with somebody on the porch?
Remember, I was saying that I was saying to you that what's going on with me is not feelings. What I'm saying to you is I'm trying to learn from this man. when there's a problem that arises, I'm learning. I want to learn how to handle problems that arise, especially and when you're using biblical terms. You're telling me the Bible says this, right? Yahweh says this. I want to learn so that I can implement that into my life. But when he had the falling out with Pastor Rufus, he came out after Pastor Rufus had did a video. Pastor Rufus said, "This is what I heard Pastor Rufus say," because I was trying to find out what was going on. And then the video came out with Pastor Rufus. I said, "Okay, let me see this." I hadn't even been watching Pastor Rufus. I've been watching Daniel Muir, but I hadn't been watching Pastor Rufus. Pastor Rufus said, he beat it around the bush. He said what was going on, somewhat of what was going on. But he said, "I'm not telling y'all to leave Straitway." He said, "I love Pastor Dowell." He said, "I just had Pastor Dowell on Sabbath service in the hall or whatever it was he had on." He's saying, but he saw a spirit, whatever his problem was. He said was his problem. He said, "Did I handle it wrong? Maybe." That's what he said. So he didn't go hard like Pastor Dowell did. The next video Pastor Dowell put out was, "Get off of my porch. Get off of my land, nigga. You on my land." I'm like, yo, wait a minute. You concerned about the land? Or are you not concerned about the brother, the man that you just elevated to pastorship? You're not concerned about what's going on there? You concerned about the land. Your response was the land. So you just told me that I was in my feelings. No, Pastor Dowell was in his feelings. And I'm listening, I'm trying to learn, and I'm like, yo, this is not what I didn't sign up for nothing, but I'm like, hey, I haven't been following this man all these years. He sounds like he's flipping out now, and he's lost his cool, he's lost his humbleness. He sound gangster now. I'm from DC straight hood. I know gangster when I hear it. I know selfishness when I hear it. I came out of from this stuff, man. I grew up, you know what? That's another story. That's another
So,
story. But listen,
all
man,
right.
I've been trying to learn, and what
Let me ask you this: have you met Pastor in person? Have you been to Straitway? Have you met the pastors?
no, I did call. I did say I wanted to come and visit. I never got a call back.
How long ago was that?
A couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hold on. Let me shut this phone off real quick.